What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your creepy friendly. This is your creepy Uncle Vito. I got meth half in my mouth. Excuse me. That was awkward. Anyway, welcome back to Ether 1. That's a hell way to start the morning. Mind you, it is 7 o'clock in the morning right now. I have to start recording early before work. Otherwise, I will get shit for recordings. As you notice, the huge gap in uploads, as far as timed uploads. Combination of that and holidays and work and shit like that. I haven't had time to record, but I should be getting more to an active schedule now. So, let's get in. We got one ribbon here. That noise is just still creepy.
You know, when I was a young doctor, there was a lot that I thought I knew, and there was little I wouldn't have done to prove myself. Ambition. Something I had in abundance, and has always pushed me to the far corners of science. I'm aware that some of these procedures are a little experimental in nature, yet surely it's right to sacrifice a few for the majority.
Okay, so are what we doing not legal? I mean, I wouldn't imagine it'd be too illegal, but still, I don't imagine it'd be a good thing. Okay, this is number 2.
Pinwheel Village was said to have the best May Day festivals across the region. You know what? I've never actually been to a May Day festival.
Neither have I. Well, May Day here in the States is a concert, but actually, is that even still going? I know Warped Tour is no longer a thing, which is kind of sad, but like the main festivals I've been to is Warped Tour, X-Fest, Mayhem. Mayhem's probably my favorite so far. And I think that's about it. Well, I've been to an Alice Cooper and a Motley Crue show, which that one was more of a gift for my brother-in-law, which, Bill, shout out to you. Thank you very much. That was fun, but beers at a cinema. Beers at a concert are no joke. If you're of age, depending on where you are, drink out in the parking lot before you come in, because it's like $8 for a beer. Oh, damn, it's locked. I mean, I get it. Like, alcohol's expensive, and depending on where you are, you're kind of paying for where you're at. Make sure to check the date on the milk. I just put some in my coffee. Seemed fine. I mean, I'd probably be able to tell by now.
The lost car keys finally turn up on the table by the front door.
Dang! Oh. What'd I do? I did a thing. I did a thing, and the noise of the thing. I did a thing. Dr. A. Foster will be out of surgery from the 20th of April to the 12th of May. Vacation. I can never understand that. Like, do doctors have like a limit of how many days they can take off, given like their, need? And if doctors do take a day off, who takes over? Like, I don't go to the doctor anymore just because I'm rarely sick enough to where it would... Wait. This is the house I was doing the snapshots things in after I beat a room. Or at least it's the same layout. Pinwheel Primary. No. What? I don't even know if that's worth anything. And I'm probably not going to have to deal with it. But I've carried this key this entire time. I'm going to see to it that I keep this key with me the entire way. Plus, I think this is like side quest shit. And walking simulators, while it's a cool idea to have a side quest in a walking simulator, not something I'm going to be doing. Anything in here? This house has got to be important because it's like the one I keep taking snapshots in. When he grows up. Money is pretty bad at the moment. I saw that Pete Field was having issues with the cider business that he runs at the top of town, and I'm struggling to make any sort of living at the moment. Don't they know I'm a single dad looking after my boy? Pete was sprouting about America in the pub the other day. I wonder if the opportunities over there are real, or if it's a case of grass is always greener on the other side. Christopher Fletcher. When is this game based? Or, like, well, the outside of this, it's probably future. But when's this based? It's got, like, the mid-1990s feel. And if that's the case, America probably wasn't doing much better. I don't know. I don't know shit about history. That was one of my subjects in school that I failed miserably. One of the many. The only one I was any decent at was probably math. See, at least with math, you figure out the answer. With history and science, you have to know the answer.
Do you think we can stay here? I mean, do you think that's allowed? Because I don't want to leave.
Couldn't tell you. Wait. How the fuck? Oh. It's a walk path. Okay. I gotta go find that one, but let me read this first. From Gene. Excuse me. Dear Thomas, I'm so sorry to hear about your dad. I know everyone was worried about him. My mom and dad were. I guess I wish there was something I could do to make everything okay. Dad says he doesn't know what will happen to you, and that frightens me lots. I know this is soon, and I don't even know if you will get this letter, but I hope you are okay. Love, Gene. Aw, that's sweet. Oh, I've already been up there. Okay, I'm gonna go try to find that other ribbon. Because from now on, I think I'm just gonna focus on getting the ribbons instead of getting all the stuff. Oh, I've already been there. Instead of, like, getting all the bits of information. Because, in all honesty, I like this game. But a lot of it is still very confusing. The only thing I could follow so far is what's happening, like, in the quote-unquote real world.
Okay, how about this one? Why do milking stools have 3 legs? Because the cows have the udder.
Oh my god, that is a dad joke if I've ever heard one.
Can I be honest for a moment?
Sure.
I'm beginning to suspect that I may have been too cavalier in my approach. In fact, I'm certain I have. But these are new frontiers. Don't you understand? There's no second chance with this. I have one chance, and you're it. I don't trust often, but I have faith that you're going to complete this task, and you're going to do it with grace.
Well, I'm going to complete the task, I can guarantee you that. With grace? 50-50. Oh, hey, I'm on this side. Oh, ribbon. I'm on this side over here. Over here. Yeah, because that's where it was over there.
Did I ever tell you that my sister suffered from dementia? She was only 28 years old when she was diagnosed. I'm sure I don't need to tell you how incredibly rare that is. It sparked something in me, a longing to find a cure, and with that I began to focus my research on dementia, eventually leading me here. Had my experiments been around at the time, I'm sure we could have prevented the inevitable. I'm sure we could have saved her. She died when she was 39. You would have liked her.
I still, to this day, have difficulty making the distinction between, dementia and Alzheimer's. I know on average they're mostly things that affect older people, but
Leaving the country and starting a new life together? Not the kind of decision that can be made overnight.
This is where most of Pinwheel's trading was done. Arsenic, tin, apples, and cider were all common exports. Boat repairs also took place from time to time, but for some reason this never became a large port. I wonder what could have happened here.
bills. Bills, bills, bills. How can it cost too much to run a small export company in Pinwheel? Everyone seems to be getting hit hard at the moment. Hopefully this new deal with the USA will bring in good business for our small town. It definitely paints a picture of, even still now, anybody who has a full-time job is a rarity. Unless you've already spent thousands upon thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in college. Which I didn't, luckily enough. I have a college degree, but I'm now debt-free. Well, I've always been debt-free because I got a grant. But I know that I've got a full-time job working roughly a little more than 40 hours a week. I don't get paid great, but I get paid. I get paid enough to pay my bills. But I do know I won't be able to live by myself in the current economy. And that's how a lot of people are. There's more cases of roommates nowadays than there have been in a long time. Problem is, that would have helped back then, back in this era-ish. But the problem was, in my head, there was always that stigma of, you're moving in together, that means you're a couple. Nowadays, it's just so commonplace to have friends living together to save money on rent. A brighter future. I sometimes see those two children playing outside my window. A boy and a girl. I'm not sure of their names, but I work right next to them. They're always so full of laughter. It definitely puts things into perspective. It makes you realize, makes you realize that there's so much more to life than just this office space. It's weird to think about. Those of you who are watching this who are under the age of, let's just say, 21, you haven't experienced this yet. I'm not going to ever find that code. Unless, you haven't really experienced this yet, but, once you start working more and more often, you can start working at 16, but until you have a full-time job, and most of the time, people don't really do that until, after high school or after college, which is, again, roughly between 18 and 21, give or take. You start noticing a lot of the free time that you had whenever you were younger. You don't really appreciate it at the time, which I didn't either. When I was younger, it was I want a job, I want to make money, I want to buy all these.
Something. Is this real?
Nope. It was, not anymore. But when you're younger, you don't take into consideration that the time that you have is very limited. And I'm not talking about the total thing, I'm talking about free time. Let's put it this way. Whenever you were younger and you went to public school, homeschool probably won't apply to this just because you're at home already. When you're at public school, you get up early and you're complaining you're going to be home at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, depending on where you are. There are some days I'm not home till 10 p.m. There's one schedule I have. Did I already been in here? Yes. There's one day that I work 12 hours. Mind you, I work at a vape shop, so it's not like I'm doing physical manual labor for 12 hours. The heaviest thing I pick up is a box of vape juice. But when you're younger like that, you don't appreciate what time you had. It's a sad thing, really. Can I? No, can't interact with this. But I forgot my original point already because I go off on a tangent. That's the bad thing about these kind of walking simulator games for me. Is I will go off on tangents and forgetting the original point. But oh yeah, no, I remember. When you get older, you kind of from the outside looking in, working in, let's just say, your office space.
Can I ask you something?
You already asked this.
Is this real?
Is she going to repeat that like Voss in Far Cry 3? But just enjoying, like, you get home, let's just say you have homework. I'm so lucky that Thomas is my friend. Without him there, the boys steal my lunchbox and take my pocket money. He sticks up for me. They threw my shoes into the tree today by the school, and now I can't get them back. I hope he's not sick again tomorrow. But getting home, you have homework, and let's just say you spend 2 hours doing that. Say from 4 to 6. And let's just say you have the average bedtime of 9. That gives you 3 hours to do whatever you want. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to have those 3 hours. I don't know what all those are. Is that a bear trap? Everyday troubles. Jackie. I hope Sean managed to get the day off for the May Day celebrations. Would be great to see you both there. Sadly, my husband has to work again. I'm not sure he even tries to get the day off like Sean does. I'll be bringing the boys. I'll tell you, they're a nightmare sometimes. Just wait until you have some yourself. Ugh, excuse me. Harry threw some of his best toys in the sink this morning and nearly flooded the place. You would have thought Andrew would be setting a good example by now, but he's just as bad. At least Rob listens to me. Anyway, I must go. I think I heard a pot smash. See, that's the thing. Children are violent, man. Children are little dicks. You could always say, like, oh, they're just so sweet. And children are dicks! They grow up, it's just they're a little bit more reserved about being a dick. When you get older, you learn how to release your inner dick at opportune times. With children, it just go, 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 go. Adults, however, learn how to release the inner dick at opportune times. I found 3 or 4 of those ribbons.
I wouldn't want to fall in there.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. This Pinwheel Harbor. Brimcliff Industrial Center. Oh no, this area is newer? So, ribbon, maybe? Please? Nope, I think this is a ribbon. I think that's where a ribbon was. Yeah, that's where a ribbon was. Shit. At least, like, they don't blare the music in this game. And that's one thing I really do like about walking simulators. The music that's in them is subtle, but it's effective. You can do a lot more with silence than you can with noise in the background. Like, for example, Silent Hill. One of my favorite games of all time. You get, what's this? Pinwheel Inn. Oh. So whose turn was it? But in Silent Hill, as you're walking around, I'm making the case for Silent Hill 2 for this, but it can work.
Can you hear that paint? The line work's just beautiful.
Can you hear the paint? What? Right. But with Silent Hill, again, hang on, let me read this. Pinwheel. Barbara, Pinwheel is beautiful. You must come with me one day. I'm staying in room number 5, which is a little smaller than I am usually used to, but the view is great. I can see down over the whole town square and the May Day celebrations. The toilet is down on the first floor, though, and it gets very cold in the night by the sea. Anyway, hope to see you soon. Ben J. Yeah, you kind of sold her on that. But as I was saying, the Silent Hill games, again, I'm talking about 2 personally, but in Silent Hill 2, there are moments where the music kind of kicks up and that's where you know an enemy is near. Whenever that's not happening or a cutscene's going, it's silent.
That armchair looks really comfy.
Ooh, it does. This is nice. I don't, this just shows how old I am. Having a nice fire in like a little bar. Paper on my side. I don't read the paper anymore just because news is too depressing. And it's half of it's BS anyway. I do get the paper every now and then for the crossword. I love crosswords. But just that relaxing little spot by the fire. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Spot by the fire. It's real nice. Only 2 taps? And it is a smaller bar. But no liquor. Ah, that's a shame. No liquor.
Is it me or does this carpet smell?
Can't tell yet. They haven't invented smell-o-vision. I wonder if that becomes a thing, like to where you can smell stuff through a TV screen, if they really will call it smell-o-vision, or if it's going to be called something else. Ooh, kitchen. What's this? Plant business. I have so many orders that I can't keep up. I'm grateful for the business, though. Considering how things have been going financially, I've just finished an order from Sean V. He wanted an extra special one for his wife for the May Day celebrations. Such a cute couple. This is definitely getting me, as far as like the way it's telling the backstory, it's gonna be like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture vibes. Which, I can gladly say, that was my first platinum on PlayStation. Whoa! Wait, there's areas I didn't explore here, so I still gotta find all the ribbons, so... That's why I still like these games. 9 times out of 10, if I'm playing it, I am literally just relaxed and just listening to the story as it goes, but considering I'm doing this for YouTube, I gotta talk. Be boring as hell if I just walked around and remained silent. Learned that the hard way. Shoes! No shoes.
I don't think Narnia is in there.
Oh, I like that reference. That was cute. Do not disturb. Well, I can disturb. Well, let me. Okay, let's go upstairs. Good God, how big is this place? Do not disturb. Cannot disturb. Room number 2, Inn Manager Peter. Okay. Another safe. Painter's Journal number 8. Oh. Oh, this is from the previous episode. I used to adore May Day. As children, we would play with the maypole and dance with our friends. Yet now it's just a painful reminder of that day that we lost so many. Recently, I have been having some bad days. Jim has been around helping me and I find that when he is here, I can think that little bit clearer. He seems to think he visits quite often, but I think he doesn't visit very often at all. God, my English is terrible right now. My mind has been wandering back to that day. The explosion. The sudden silence and darkness that cast itself across the village. It frightens me. It frightens me because I should have been there that day, but I wasn't because I was painting at the May Day festival. My ever-watching eye dancing with the light and shadows, ignorant to the terrible things happening below. Oh, let's talk about the cave-in. Or was it a cave-in? I can't remember. Something happened down in the mines where it, was like a town disaster. Do not deserve, will not. What is...
It's me. Why is it every time I call, I seem to get the machine? I'm gonna have to assume that you're doing okay, since you never call me back. I'm gonna level with you. It's driving me crazy knowing you're in there. call me, okay?
Who's in where? I need context. Okay. Okay, can I see a ribbon from up here? Nope. Shit. Well, I was hoping there would have been a ribbon in here somewhere, but guess not. Guess we go looking. Oh wait, there was a back entrance here somewhere. This place is huge! I mean, it's a smaller inn, so I don't see a lot of wide rooms, but it's definitely taller. There we go. Okay. I think I've only found 3, so I gotta find 5 more. You would have thought I'd run into a few by now. That's just like a whole another area that I'm not seeing. Okay, I've been down there. Anything in here? What the heck? Okay, grass texture cutting through the floor, but that's alright. Lighthouse. Oh, thank you.
Have we got to go all the way up there?
Hang on, let me read this. A note to remember. Sean, please remember to book off the bank holiday. Everyone else always gets it off. Please, it'll mean a lot to me. Jackie.
Listen. Whatever you may think of me, you're doing a fantastic job here, Thomas. Without you, none of this would have been possible. We wouldn't be this close. I hope that you can find it in your heart to trust me, and to believe when I say that I want to get you out of there as much as I want to save this mind.
Yeah, don't know if I trust you, lady. I do not know if I trust you. I'm gonna do what you say for now, because that's what the game's telling me to do. Adam Elspeth Thomas Jean. The fuck kind of name is Elspeth? Like some British thing. I'm gonna ask my boss. Her mother's British.
It's the little things at first. The things that were already easy to forget.
This hall used to be filled with the sound of children laughing and playing. Innocence is such a fragile thing. I think in a way, we all end up back where we started in our minds, after enough time has passed. Anyway, something is showing on my side, though it's not quite visible yet.
Something showing on her side. Okay, there's a freaking gas mask. Lovely. There was a save point when I entered this place, so there's got to be something here. Oh. Oh, school. Detention. Oh, this isn't a school. This is detention. I am very familiar with this place. This is the school. Okay. Spelling, stamp, purse, bottle, coin sack. Bible, coal, teapot, torch, teacup. Book of the week. What's...
Lost car keys. Or forgetting how to use the front door.
Oh, I can actually interact with it and say. Don't know what it... This would be cute if it wasn't lit up in red light. Grumpy Knocker. Would that be the book of the week? Grumpy Knocker. Let's try. Grumpy Knocker. I spelled it right? No. Grumpy. Knocker. Ribbon! Okay, ribbon. I gotta get out of here. Gotta. Please tell me I can go out this door. Yes! I just said, ooh, a church. I'm not welcome there anymore.
At least we don't have to go all the way up there.
There we go.
If this restoration procedure fails, my medical career is over. The last 3 years wasted on a false hope. There'd be nothing to show for it, and above all, I feel like I would have let you down as well as myself. You know, you really do remind me of my sister. I'd like to think that if you make it through this, that we might still keep in touch, Thomas. Would that be all right?
I don't see why not, provided you don't screw me over. I'm gonna go back to the church after this, just to see what's in there.
We're getting near to completion, Thomas. This is the closest we've ever been to success. I'm beginning to get nervous. What if this doesn't work? Oh, please, for God's sake, be careful. I don't think I can stand you experiencing another relapse again.
Okay. Well, the thing is, even if this fails, it's not like that's just it, and you're done. Bible. That's just it. It's... Even false data is still data. It shows what isn't there.
That feeling that there's something missing in life. Everything is in its right place, but you're not sure if you still fit in with the rest of it.
Oh, some of these places have keys. Nothing. Even when you... Any experiment will lead to answers. They may not be the answers you want, but it is answers nonetheless. It tells you what isn't there. Sometimes it is better to know what isn't there. Huh. Sometimes it is better to know what's not there than it's better to know what is. Honestly, don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, let me see if I can pick up something from out there. I didn't... Oh! 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 Something actually fell out of it! Apples. Hey, can I pick up apples and have them go into that thing? Because I think that thing... Yeah, the thing that squishes. Okay. I don't know if this does anything. I'm just doing shit. And release. Okay. No. Okay. That was another waste of time, but alright. That is fine. We'll deal with it. The fuck are you? Huh. Oh. Oh.
You try to open your mind to new things, but after spending so much time in other countries, you feel the place around you is just a closed book.
I'm backing up. What I do? Hang on, I want to see something. Okay, it does show the progress, so I've got to find... I gotta find one more ribbon. Ding! Okay, so it does show the progress that you've made if you go back to that room. Probably should have figured that out sooner. If anything, I may have, and I forgot. In which case, sorry!
Some memories are buried deep inside and can never be forgotten.
The ringing of the church bells could be heard for miles around. Weddings, funerals, or the call to Sunday service. Different occasions calling for a different melody.
I've never been one for churches. Oh, God, fuck off on that. Ow. I've not been one for churches, just the idea. Religious salvation. Oh, this will be good. The support of the church by the faithful people of Pinwheel has been astounding since the end of the war. The collection baskets, I already don't like those, are filled with charity every single Sunday, allowing us to provide support through faith like never before. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Mark 12:31. Reverend Hemingway. The concept of Christianity, I don't have any beef with. It's just the practices that have been made by people who practice it are what irk me a little bit. Like, for example, the collection plate. That, I understand the original meaning behind it, but... What the fuck? What was that? Huh? Okay. What is that noise? Did I break something? I'm getting the fuck out of here. It just, okay, but the concept of the collection plate, to me, is just an easy way for people to, like, have a competitive nature. Ribbon! The final ribbon. Okay. Basically for a competitive nature, like, I paid this much, so I'm definitely getting into heaven. It's basically bribery to the afterlife. I know that's not the original intended meaning, no, but to me, it's just, like, the concept of a collection plate is, if you're going to be charity, don't do it to where you are bragging about it later. That's my stance on religion, but I guarantee I'm going to be alone in that nature. The last one.
Well, I guess this is it. The final step. Your step. What lies on the other side is for you now and for you alone. I'll be watching, guiding. You're ready for this, and this is difficult for me to say, but I'm so proud of who you've become. No, I'm so proud of who you are.
Okay. I still got the Brimcliff mine, so I'm not done with the game. She made it seem like this is the end of the game. Oh, yeah. That is still loud. Here we go.
Hello, Thomas. Whenever you want to resolve this final memory, I'm waiting for you.
Wait, this is the end of the game? What about the Brimcliff mines? What? Maybe that's a bonus area? Is this going to be the end of the game? Okay. Okay, look for any source of light, but take a picture of everything. Oh, this is a different layout. Ribbon. Oh, now I'm taking pictures of ribbons. Still bummed I can't sprint through this. What? What the fuck? Ribbon. Okay, this is getting creepy. I'm getting the fuck out of here. What? Huh? Duana? I is confused. There's nothing in the fridge, sadly. It's just like me. Nothing in my fridge. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. And go outside, do I... It's snowing. Ribbon. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait. It's a lighthouse. Wait. Okay. Do I not take a picture of that? Why do you have the window open when it's snowing? Even though, okay, I can understand the door open because I need to get around, but again, why? Keep it closed. It's cold. Was there anything in here I missed? I feel like I'm missing something. This is where I came in from, right? Yeah, so I can't sprint, so it means I'm not done. Okay, this is the... Yeah. God, that is a disturbing sound. That is a very disturbing sound. Okay, so no matter what I do on that, that's the way it's gotta be. Okay. So there's a bow out there, a ribbon out there. I'm gonna start taking pictures of everything because I honestly do not know. Oh! Oh! Okay, sprint now. Wait. Okay. I just started taking random pictures of shit, just like maybe I missed something, and apparently I did. And I guess this is it. Did I really just beat the game? I don't want to beat the game. I still have the other thing to do.
I think... Oh, we're back here. I thought that would have been it, but... Just 1 second. What the hell is going on? Yes, that's it. Not what I expected, if I'm honest, but the final hurdle hasn't yet been crossed.
I can't go downstairs.
I think it was here all along in your case.
Huh? Oh! Okay.
Wait, this isn't right. I don't understand.
Whoa! Uh-oh. Okay. What the? I do a good?
Wait!
St. Paul's. I'm at the lighthouse. Oh, I was below the lighthouse. Okay.
Everything you see, don't you recognize these beautiful items that you found? You need to accept who you are. I'm not your enemy, Thomas. I'm trying to help you. The things we touch in life stay with us. Although broken and fragmented, they hold the key to remembering the way we used to be. The scent of a perfume, a memorable song, it all comes flooding back. The briefest of moments, everything is how it used to be. I'm not your enemy, Thomas. I'm trying to help you.
Wait, am I the one with dementia? Like, have I been trying to help myself? Like, am I in my own mind?
It's important that you fight. You need to let go of this dream world.
Oh, wait. So, hang on, has this been my mind the entire time? Oh. No, shut that. This is the one room with all, like, the...
You need to hold on to her. You need to hold on to your memories. That's all that you have left. You need to fight this illness.
Oh, shit.
I'm just a manifestation. A reinterpretation of someone who's actually trying to help you. Please. It's time.
For what? Time for what? Okay.
She's waiting for you up there. Jean, at the top. At the light, where the answers you seek are waiting for you.
Just...
Go! Go now!
Whoa! Oh, good God, oh shit. Okay, going, I'm going. Oh! Oh shit. Ah! Huh? What the... Oh, I'm back in the underwater chair thingy, my bobber.
Hello, Thomas. I guess the last question to answer is, how do I fit into all of this? In your memories and in your mind?
Hey, whoa. Okay. Camera.
All your friends from the neighborhood were here. This was the happiest day of your life. They did care about you, though, Thomas. Remember your 5th birthday party? She spent hours wrapping your presents and baking your cake. You watched her as she prepared everything. You were so excited. You knew she loved you. In fact, you never questioned that at all. I was at your birthday party, Thomas. Sat there in the garden, you remember? You noticed me and bought me a piece of cake. Always caring.
What?
This was a normal family home once. You know that to be true. Take this birthday when you were a young boy. You were happy. A normal, happy family, together at home, living a normal, happy life. Or so a photograph would tell you from a glance. He was rotting from the inside. He was drowning from the poison in his belly. It's only then when the inevitable had reared its ugly head that he realized that he loved you, even if he never really showed it. It doesn't affect everyone in the same way. He was never violent to either of you. But the soul can be crushed in other ways, and he emotionally drained you both. Too much, too young, too soon. I wanted you to come and live with us across the road. Somewhere I knew you'd be safe. The empathy of a child is a very powerful thing. It wasn't long till he was consumed by intoxication. He was warned, and still he continued. How were you meant to know he was going to go away as well? You just watched him stagger in every evening, always ensuring he got to bed and was safe. I also saw your mother leave that night, watching through my curtains as she drove away. I could always see your home and everything that happened inside. I also saw your mother leave that night, watching through my curtains as she drove away. I could always see your home and everything that happened inside. These memories aren't happy, Thomas, but they are important. They shaped you into who you are today. They made you human. These memories aren't happy, Thomas.
Why is it
But they
repeating
are
itself?
important. They shaped you into who you are today. They made you human. You could only think of one place that you might be safe. And it wasn't with them. You could only think of one place that you might be safe.
Is it
And
bugged
it
out?
wasn't with them.
Okay, I
He
apologize.
was always unaware, without a care in the world, lost in his own misery, unable to care for you. Night after night, week after week, month after month.
I apologize for the glitch. I'll try to speed through. Okay, that's got to be like the end. See if there's anything else. I'm not seeing anything shimmering, so get the ribbon.
You felt that running away was the best thing to do. You didn't know who was taking you away or where. A lost soul in a sea of uncertainty. Frightened and scared. You know, you always were a wonderful artist. Yet, these memories are all yours. Every one an experience from your life. Some of them we were together and others only you experienced. Lost in your own illness, your mind fought to save as much as it possibly could by creating this confused world of fantasy and reality. These core memories from your childhood, they made you who you are today, traumatic as they are. But it truly was the only way that you could understand who you are as an individual. You're being treated with validation therapy, and you're struggling to feel alive. Sat in that leather chair, in that care home, day in, day out.
I'm actually at a loss for words.
That was the last time I saw you for a very long time. But it wasn't the last time I held your hand. I always wanted to find you, and I did. I did find you. All those years later. It's time we face this.
Thomas Fletcher. Do I go in here? Oh, I forgot about that. which way. I know if I didn't have the recording schedule that I have, I probably would be taking this a lot deeper than what I actually should be. But sadly, I understand the concept of what's going on, but this is a game you definitely should play in one go. And sadly, because of how I record for YouTube, I didn't do that.
Please, Thomas. Sit down.
Mr. Fletcher? Mr. Fletcher? Thomas? Hello, it's me, Dr. Edmonds. You want me to sit? Okay, let me just grab a chair. I've bought 2 of your favourite things today. Sorry, what was that, Thomas? Oh, of course I'll hold your hand. Would you like to see what I've brought you? Let's look at this one first. I think it'll mean a lot to you. Oh, Thomas. Oh, let me wipe those tears. Does this lamp mean something?
Can
Of course. Of course you can. Here. Did your father give you this lamp, Thomas? Is that why it's important to you?
that why it's important?
Let me get closer, Thomas. I can't quite hear you.
That's not why it's important.
Why is it so important?
Because my wife, she kept it for me for all those years when I was taken away from here.
From Pinwheel?
Yes. But where is she? I want to see her.
Thomas, when did you last see Jean?
I saw her. I'm sure that...
Well, you've done very well today, Thomas. I do have another item for you, though. I think this will help you remember. I mean, I hope it will.
Oh, my. I haven't seen that in...
Would you like me to wind it up for you? Okay, here it goes.
This is so beautiful. I wish Jean was here to listen. I wish she didn't have to go so soon.
Oh, Thomas. Let's listen together then, shall we?
Thank you for playing. Holy shit. That was good. That was good. I really like that. Well, I think I figured out what my next platinum's gonna be. Yeah, look this up. This game would not have been possible without the support of guides, so... Okay. Wait, the one lady does both the doctor and that little girl? That's cool. But I was looking this up. When I first started playing this, I think I was still going after achievements on Xbox, but since then I transitioned over to going after platinums on PlayStation, and I think this was not on Xbox, but it is on PlayStation, or at least when I started recording, I don't think, it may have not have been on either, but now it's on both, I'm not sure, but I do know this is on PlayStation, and I'm going after the platinum. I can guarantee you that. Throughout the majority of this, you don't really think that there's anything, it feels like you're gonna run into somebody, and you went into somebody with the mind of somebody who has dementia. That is a really good twist at the end, that you are actually inside your own mind, and trying to cure the dementia. Or at least I'm making the assumption that's how it was going. I could be entirely wrong. It does explain who the little girl was. And that's probably also why we didn't run into any other people. Because if I'm recalling correctly, I honestly don't, like I said earlier, the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's still eludes me. But you wouldn't recognize people anymore. So eventually it gets to the point, if you were old enough, you don't even see people there. Obviously, this is a dramatized and a fantasized version of what it is to have dementia. Going through these memories and being confused as to where you are, not knowing where you are, even though that's where you grew up. It paints a portrayal, if you think about it. Think about your home. Think about where you grew up. Think about where you're living. What if one day you come back to it and it's like you're entering another person's home? You don't recognize that it's your own. And then you have to think back, where is my home? Where do I belong? Who are these people around me that claim to know me? This is just me speaking, but down the road we do all get sick. We all do die eventually. That is just how it goes. But if I do go out by a disease, I honestly think I would rather go out with cancer than I would with dementia or Alzheimer's. Even if I end up coughing up blood and having to be put on a machine to breathe, at least I'll still know who I am. With dementia and Alzheimer's, you're lost. With cancer, you know where you are. You may not be in the best place, but you know where you are. And I'd rather know where I am, as opposed to just be lost. That has been Ether 1! Holy fuck. Hang on, I'm actually curious. What if I try to go... I'm going to try to see if I can do that mind thing. Because if I can, I'm going to make one more episode. If I can't, then this will be it. Eventually. Okay. 1 out of 20 projectors, yeah. Brimcliff Mines. St. Paul's Lighthouse, Industrial Center, Pinwell Village. So that's a Devlin mine. Okay, there's probably like some of these collectibles that I've had to collect to unlock that. So I do believe that's going to be the end of Ether 1. Holy cow. I was expecting to get at least 1 or 2 more episodes out of it. I didn't think I was going to beat it today. Holy crap. I'm glad I stuck with this. I really am. And I probably am going to start doing more walking simulators because, mind you, yes, they are a slower story for sure. But with these kind of stories, they hit a little harder than stuff that's just thrown in your face. Like, for example, probably one of the best stories in a game that I've played so far has been The Last of Us. I love the premise, I love the story. It hits you hard at home in several instances, even the first one being within the first 30 minutes. But it is stuff that is just thrown in your face. There's a lot to take in. As far as there's a lot to keep track of, there's a lot going on. With this, it's a slower build. And up to a really good point and a really good twist. I have a couple other games that I'm going to play that I was saving just because I like these games, but I'm actually going to start recording them. The only one I'm not going to play is, because I am going to, like I said, start doing some walking simulators. The only one I'm not going to do is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Mainly because I got a platinum in that on my PlayStation profile. And anybody out there who has gotten the platinum in Everybody's Gone to the Rapture knows you have to spend quite a bit of time in that game. And eventually, if you get a platinum in a game, you really, for a while at least, don't want to go back to it. Because you just kind of get burnt out. And that's the bad thing about platinums. Once you get that, there's really not much else left to do. Once you get 100% in the game, that's it. You beat the game. You may finish, or you may beat the game. Yeah, you beat the game, but to basically 100% to complete it. Once you complete a game, there's really not much left to do again. Like, you already know the answers to everything, so it's kind of spoils yourself if you do it that way, but it's still, the reason I do platinum is just because I feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of a game. And I just like the aspect of my trophy collection being a representation of what I've earned and what I've done in my past. It's a good way to kind of bring back memories. To me, a platinum is better than a photo. Because it not just shows, if you have the platinum, it doesn't show just one picture. It shows several that flash through your head at one time. Instead of me blabbering on, I do know that I really enjoyed this. I really recommend that you play it. I am going to replay it again on PlayStation, like I said before. But I do want to do more of these walking simulators. But when the time comes. But for now, regardless, hope you enjoyed yourself with the Creepy Family. It's been your creepy Uncle Vito playing the finale of Ether 1. Hope you all have a good one.